Okay. Yeah. Now here we go.
He was a giant, and he was a cowboy. Now these two former rivals have joined forces to bring you the most insightful, perceptive, and controversial sports talk podcast in America. Former Dallas Cowboys defensive end Jim Jeffcoat locks horns with former New York Giants wide receiver Byron Williams. And now, here's Byron Williams and Jim Jeffcoat.
Good evening, Byron.
How you doing, Jim?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing well. You can see I got my Jeffcoat on. I got my
excuse me.
I got my doctor coat on.
The team that plays in New Jersey, but they still call themselves New York.
Yeah, because we got the whole area.
Oh my goodness.
Metropolitan area.
Oh,
Hudson River area.
If you want to believe that, that is your option to believe it.
Well, you know, we what I'm excited about, they playing at home finally, because it seemed like we hadn't played in the Meadowlands in a while. So,
but you play that tough team from Texas, the Texans, Houston Texans.
Yeah,
on, man.
We got Levy Smith coming over there with that old man beard coming.
Oh man, it's awful.
Yeah, man, he needs to shave that stuff off.
Yeah, he's got a beard like somebody from East Texas.
I know, somewhere down in Gilmer, somewhere in East Texas. Yeah.
No, well, he's not off of Gilmer. He's closer to the highway. He's closer to 20.
Yeah. He closer to one of those little towns over there.
Yeah, he's
close to Tyler. Oh, in that area.
Yeah, over there, just south of Tyler.
Yeah,
well, really not south. It'd be east of Tyler, where he's from. Yeah, and he was went to the University of Tulsa, and then he coached at Arizona State for a little bit.
Yeah, he did. He's been everywhere. He's been all over the place.
Yeah, he has. He has been quite a few places. But there's a lot of stuff going on in the NFL.
It is. There's a lot of stuff going on.
First of all, we can talk about what's going on with Josh Allen.
Yeah.
No, he's got that. I don't even know what a UCLA injury is.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those elbows that some of the baseball players get.
Really?
In his right throwing arm, and I don't think he practiced today.
No.
And he's been limited on everything. He say he could miss a game or two.
Wow.
Yeah.
They got Case Keenum, and Case Keenum is a good backup quarterback.
Yeah.
Really smart, plays hard. Yep. People will rally behind him. As long as they play good defense, they'll still be all right because they play in Buffalo against Minnesota.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be the game of the week.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be the NFL game of the week.
Yeah, you would think it'd be the Cowboys against Green Bay, but obviously with Green Bay struggling now, you would think so.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
What's up, Jason?
I don't know Jason anymore. Jason moved out to Gunner.
Oh, he over in Gunner? He over in the country.
Yeah, he's over in the country now. So I don't really know that there. And I'm not picking the Vikings anymore after this. You know. Sorry, Lindsay. I'm sorry. Jason made me say those things last week. So I wanted to let you know.
Well, Kirk Cousins, he had to be Washington last week. So we'll see.
Now Kirk Cousins wearing all this jewelry and
he was. You see him on the plane? Hey,
he looked like you trying to dance.
he was thugging it up.
Oh, and then Adam Scheffner did the same thing. He put the same stuff on.
But you know what? That's good for football, man. That make the game so much fun. Get the fans involved. Doing it on the plane with your boys. Got that chat going. He was. I like that, man. That brought a lot of energy to the team.
It probably did, but Jason was happy. He texted me today about Minnesota and Dallas play. Obviously, not this week, but the following week. But they play at 3:25. For some reason, I thought they played in the evening.
Yeah.
I thought there was an evening game.
I think Dallas, that 3 o'clock game don't have that. It's what, 3 or 4? It's 4 games, I think, 5 games at the most that being played during that time. So they
that's weird, isn't it?
They prime time, yeah. They mostly have 8 games on the 12 o'clock schedule, 1 o'clock schedule.
Yeah. I kind of like playing at 3 because you knew you were good if you had a lot of 3 o'clock games.
Yeah, you prime time.
Yeah, you were big time. It's even better than the night games.
So we used to have John Madden, Pat Summerall.
That's when you got the number one.
Yeah, when you got those guys talking.
Yeah.
You on for sure.
Yeah. So Jason, they're gonna take next week. The Cowboys are gonna take Kirk Cousins' jewelry, and the only thing he ain't gonna be doing this. He's gonna be doing this, running away from him.
Maybe that's why he's not getting in. Maybe that's why they're not sacking him because he got all that heavy weight around his neck and he can get away. He's elusive, he's real elusive. He can move around that pocket. But you gotta give Kirk Cousins credit, man. He threw a dime in there to Justin Jefferson that first touchdown.
Yeah, it
was sweet.
But like you said before the show, Washington should have won that game.
Yeah.
The Washington Commanders should have won that game.
I mean, Washington, they are playing hard football. They're playing good football, and it's gonna be hard to. Teams gonna find out it's hard to beat them. It's really gonna be hard to beat them.
And the one thing about Minnesota, they haven't beat a winning team this year. They haven't. Obviously, they beat Green Bay, and we know the struggles there. They lost to Philly, who we know they're undefeated. They beat Detroit. Kirk Cousins is not the best.
No, but this is a true test now coming up. With the Bills and then the Cowboys. And so we'll see what happens.
And I stand corrected because they did beat Miami.
Yeah, Miami playing good football.
But you're right, they do have a chance to. And there's Kirk Cousins the best? No, as long as Patrick Mahomes is in the league. I wouldn't say that.
But you know what? Kirk Cousins got the coach that can come in and maneuver and put him in a position to win some games. And that's the best thing because Kirk Cousins' coach is exciting and dynamic and make it real fun for the team. I mean, his wife just had their second baby the other night. So I think that's his 4th child. Young coach, exciting coach. Can relate to the players and bring excitement to the locker room. So you can see that carrying over into the team and the winning side of the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah. They're playing well, and they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
We did talk about before the season started. The Minnesota Vikings are going to be one of the teams to be reckoned with.
Yeah. But we'll get to it. I'm tired of talking about the Vikings. Jason can't work out with me anymore because he's 40 miles in the country. He's gonna be moving cattle and stuff.
Jason about to get his up, huh?
Yeah, Jason getting married.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Jason to a wonderful, wonderful woman.
That's good.
Yeah, so. But yeah, he's getting married.
Man, did you hear what happened up there in the coast, Indianapolis coast?
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Well, that just goes to show you that Jim Irsay and Jeff Saturday have a great relationship, and I think Irsay wanted to bring Jeff back in because of all the respect and the 13 years of him playing there with the Colts and what he meant to that team, that community, and it just gonna bring a whole different dynamic to the coaching arena, and I think it's all about winning now. Teams got to win games, and when they do, these owners are gonna make changes like that.
Yeah, I'll answer your question in a minute, Jason. But my problem with this whole thing is that, first of all, there's a lot of things in it. I've coached in the NFL. I've coached in college. And you're taking a guy with the inexperience. How's he going to manage a game? And it ain't easy. It is not easy to manage a game. And how's he going to manage a game? Well, you say you got his assistant, but there are going to be some situations in the game he has to make calls.
Yeah, exactly.
He has to be the overriding figure. And can he do that? He's got his OC was the assistant quarterback coach. He's never called plays before. He's 30 years old. That is a recipe for disaster. And that's not even the worst part of it.
Okay.
He said basically that the Raiders are terrible. He said they're just terrible.
So they expect to go out there and knock the Raiders all over the place.
Yeah. And Jonathan Taylor's back.
Yeah, he's back. He's back. He's one of my fantasy players, so he's back, and I'm back. So I'm back too. So I'm letting you know I'm going to win some games.
You're not back. You're holding up the red.
I ain't put no time in it this year. So every now and then you got to lose. You got to lose. Take one for the team. I'm taking one for the team. Letting you guys
take one because everybody's too.
I'm letting you guys feel good about beating me this year because I hardly ever lose. I ain't never hardly lost my whole life.
Oh yeah.
You know, even if I pick up a basketball, I pick up a golf club, I never hardly lose. So
well, you losing in you're losing in fantasy football. Everybody's excited when they got you. They be cheering. Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna go out there and change my team around, change my lineup. And then I'm
all you guys are hurt. I looked at. I studied you already.
I don't care.
All you guys, you're gonna have to go get new guys.
Don't worry about it.
They all injured.
I can take it.
You got a broke team. That's what you got. Your team is broke. That's
fine. I tell you what, I'm gonna make up for it. I'm finna go tonight. I'm finna go and make the adjustment. I'm going to make the adjustment on my phone. Oh, yeah, that's my phone, y'all.
Oh, Lord. Hey.
This is going to be the adjustment tonight. I'm making the adjustment tonight.
I got to change this up. How would McCartney be treated when he returns to Green Bay? Aaron Rodgers said he hopes he gets cheered because he did win a Super Bowl there. And he said that he's going to give him a big hug when he sees him.
And I'll tell you another thing, too. His kids were born there and got a great relationship with a lot of the people that live in the community. And he's kind of, when he was talking about Green Bay this week, he kind of cried a little bit. It was heartfelt talking about it and what that city and what that community means to him. So I'm excited to see what he's going to go up there and do.
Yeah.
And I know that Dallas got one of the best defenses. I hate to say that, but they rolling on the defense side.
And they're struggling running the ball. Their offensive line is struggling and protecting Rodgers.
Yeah.
They're having problems with both of them.
Yeah.
But like you said, Dallas in the last 9 games, Green Bay is 8-1 against Dallas. So you have to look at that. Obviously, they've had better teams. But
Dallas is leading the league in sacks, 33 sacks.
Yes. Yeah, but they're struggling against the run. And Aaron the running back?
They got Aaron Jones. They got 2 good running backs. Yeah,
he's gonna run, and the other running back, but they lost Dubs.
Yeah,
Alan Lazar is not healthy.
That's true.
And Tongan, I don't think is healthy. The tight end either. So
yeah, they got a lot of injuries on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, they do have a lot, and then they lost Rashawn Gary.
Yeah,
their best pass rusher.
And then they know linebacker got hurt too.
Yeah, so they do have some injuries. It's gonna be interesting, but as you know and I know, playing in Lambeau is different.
It's different. It's
different.
I heard Donald Driver talk about it. It's just something about playing there in that atmosphere with the crowd and the people.
It's the old aluminum seats that you sit on.
Yeah, they don't make it comfortable for you. You get them, everybody standing up the whole game. So
yeah, the fans. I mean, it's and then it's funny because first you got to stay in Appleton, which is an old town. It looks like you back in the 40s.
Yeah.
Then you take the trip to the stadium in Lambeau.
Yeah.
And it comes out of nowhere. It's in the middle of nowhere, Lambeau.
Yeah.
You're like, whoa. Did I go back in the time machine or something?
Time machine, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it's an interesting place to play. And I hope the Cowboys, especially the kids that haven't played there before, because it's a little bit unique going there.
It's a football environment with rich histories.
Yes.
And, when you think about just the game of football itself, when Vince Lombardi used to say, now team, we're gonna tell you this is a football, and we talking about this is the root of starting this game, the football. So when he held up that football, it just symbolized the rich tradition. I remember when I was drafted up there, and they had us doing grass drills. I mean, up and down. I mean, that was something that was common for them to do.
Yeah, Coach Landry had us doing the same things, and they coached on the same staff.
Yep.
That team from New York that plays in New Jersey.
The New York Giants, the New York Football Giants. What you just said? What you said? That's your favorite team. You're a hater. Why you want to be a hater?
I'm not hating. Where do they play at?
They play in East Rutherford.
And where's East Rutherford at?
Right across from the Hudson Bay.
But I didn't ask you that. Where is it at?
It's in the metropolitan area of New York.
No, it is not. Where's it at?
It's in New Jersey.
But to defend them, the Dallas Cowboys play in Arlington.
Exactly. Boy, I went to college.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't play in Dallas.
No, they don't play in Dallas.
They didn't play in Dallas when they head to Texas State. They played in Irving.
Yeah, but they originally started at the Cotton Bowl, just like
that was Dallas.
Yeah, just like the New York Giants started at the Polo Grounds.
Yeah.
And Jets used to be at Shea Stadium.
And we used to play at Yankee Stadium too.
Yeah.
So.
But they got smart and came over to the right side of the Hudson River.
In the 1920s, the New York Giants kicked it all off.
Yeah, New York Football Giants did.
Yep.
That's the last time they've been really good. So.
Some great men some wore that big blue. Some great men some wore that blue. And people are jealous of the men that wore that blue.
Oh, goodness.
Well, what's else? What's going on?
Well, we talked about Josh Allen and his injury.
Yeah.
Debo said,
you have to take your hat off to the Jets.
Oh, yeah. Those guys, and everybody was saying that they were going to get blown out because they did get beat pretty good by New England.
Right.
So you realize this team has had first rounders for the last 4 or 5 years, and they got a coach. And like we said, the same thing with the Giants. Coaching matters.
Coaching matter. And let me tell you something. When you have that much talent, it's just a matter of time when that chemistry kicked in, and now it's kicking in. Now they got their confidence up. The defense is playing lights out, and I'm telling you, they are hard to beat for anybody. I mean, you cannot just overlook the Jets no more.
No. And the most impressive thing about the New York Jets is Sauce Gardner.
Yeah,
rookies are not supposed to do that at any position. And how he plays with no fear.
No fear.
And if he keeps doing that, he's going to be one of the best.
Number one in your heart. He playing lights out.
Yeah, he is. And they do have talent, like you said on there. And they've been accumulating that talent. Now they got a coach that's making that talent believe.
Yeah, you got 3 or 4 guys now Pro Bowl on that team. And and Zach Wilson, he came back from making the mistakes against the Patriots. And that just goes a sign that he's growing and he's becoming mature-minded, and he's learning how to manage the game now.
But that also shows you, we were putting stuff in on Bill Belichick, but he finds a way. I mean,
Belichick's finding a way of the other team weaknesses that he was a special team. He attacked that, and he just know how to identify that quicker than no other coach ever in the history of coaching.
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah. And that is true. You got to give Bill Belichick, what is he, 72? 70?
Yeah, he's 72. I think.
One of the most, he's definitely going to be a Hall of Famer. There's no question about it. But Bill Parcells didn't win a Super Bowl without him.
That's true.
So he never won a Super Bowl without Belichick. So that shows you how important he was, and he's showing it as a head coach.
Yeah, he used to walk around in the locker room with that pencil right there, that head. Mm-hmm. He'd get it off, he'd start writing them notes. Mm-hmm. And He put together a schematic scheme on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he's doing the same thing in New England.
Yeah.
And he did it. He helped the Jets. Wherever he's been, he's always been
He
successful.
just didn't do nothing in Cleveland. Nobody. So I don't know what was. Well, when he went to Cleveland, he didn't do. I mean, they ran him.
But that was his first job too, wasn't
I know that was the first job, but still, though, he still had all that experience coming from New York.
Yeah, and that's kind of interesting because Josh McDaniels is on his second job.
But you know what? That kind of show you too. That kind of tells you that a lot of the owners don't have a lot of patience with coaches, and they expect you to turn this team around pretty quickly, and it just don't happen sometimes. You know.
And in this, what happens is we were taught today or a couple of days ago with Daniel Snyder. He brought that team for $750 million. He's going to sell it for $7 billion.
But to be.
But and they said that Bezos might buy Jeff, but he's bringing in Jay-Z. He's bringing in Matthew McConaughey. He's bringing in Kevin Durant. And Jerry Jones made a good point about it. He said that normally one person can't buy a team because all the things that go in and all the responsibilities as far as financial and operating an NFL team.
Yeah.
So
it's amazing. They just came out of the NFL owners meeting, I think, a week or two ago.
Mm-hmm.
And they have those meetings. They meet, I think they meet a couple of times. They meet at the Super Bowl. Then, of course, they just meet during the season. So, you know, they definitely have to meet because it's a lot of things that goes on to being an owner.
That's true. And now this was one of the attorney general, I think it was, said they got a big announcement about Snyder and the Washington Commanders tomorrow.
Oh, yeah? Wow.
Yeah. They wanted to wait until after the mid-term elections. So it doesn't sound good for the Commanders.
I'm pretty sure they had to wait till the election was over. Something that's going to be fishing in the pond or something.
Well, here's the interesting thing is they said he had owned something else and that they were going to prosecute him on it, and he sold it. Yeah. He sold it before they could get in the prosecution for it. So there's something going on, and we'll find out obviously tomorrow.
Yeah,
with Washington.
Wow,
that's Washington.
That is crazy.
But $7 billion on a $750 million. I know both of them are a lot of money, but could you imagine that making $7 billion? He's gonna sit on his yacht. He ain't even gonna watch football. He won't even get Sunday ticket. He'll just be riding around the world.
Yeah, he can just take a fork in him. He's happy as I don't know what.
Yeah, he is.
Wow,
he really is. So I can't argue. Hey, we'll see. We'll find out next week what's going on with him.
Yes, it's amazing how things can change in no time flat. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it turns around quick, doesn't it?
It does. It really does.
It really does turn around quick. I'm trying to get to the games so we can go over the games. Here it is. I don't know why I went to that.
Well, one of the things about the game was seems like every week is gonna be it's a surprise in who winning and who losing. And the surprise this week was, of course, we just talked about it.
Yeah, Buffalo.
Yeah,
it was. In Jacksonville, I had Jacksonville, and you had the Raiders.
Yeah.
And Jacksonville beat them, obviously. I think the Raiders are just a mess.
And I had Detroit, and you had the Packers.
No, I think I had Detroit.
Let me go back to I got it written down right here. Detroit. I mean, you had the Bills. You had the Vikings.
Yeah.
We both had the Bengals.
Yes.
Oh, B-Dub had the Raiders.
Yep.
You had the Jaguars.
Yep.
Dang. You both had the Dolphins.
Yes.
I had the Cardinals. The Cardinals done let me down. You had the Seahawks. We both had the Ravens. Yes. We both had the Chiefs.
Yes. Well, I knew that Tennessee was going to play them tough.
Now, I had the Ravens and you had the Saints. Now,
I did have the Saints?
Yeah, you had the Saints. I had the Ravens.
Who that nation?
Who that nation let you down? They was at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, them Ravens. That's that linebacker that came over there.
Yeah, Raquan Smith.
Raquan Smith. He had a good game. He had a good game.
So who had Detroit? That's the game. We both have Detroit?
Detroit, let me see what. Detroit. We both had the Eagles. Oh, yeah, we both had Detroit.
I told you, yeah.
We both had Detroit.
So let's start talking about
but check this out. I had the Chargers, and you had the Falcons.
The Falcons should have won that game.
Okay, I had the Chargers, though.
You did.
Yeah, I had the Chargers.
So, yeah. So let's start talking about a little bit about these games that are coming up. Mm-hmm. Seattle and Tampa Bay, but it's in Germany.
Germany. Yes.
Munich, Germany. You need to show your cards. Byron is the only player or only football player that's caught passes in Frankfurt, Germany.
Touchdowns.
London, England.
Touchdowns.
Barcelona, Spain.
I had 2 in Barcelona. I had 11 touchdowns in 10 games in the World League. And
there was one more.
This is one of my football cards I was in London against those London Monarchs.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? Playing football over there, the fans are so excited. They love sports. They just cheer. They cheer the whole game. They wear all kind of paraphernalia. Yeah. So the good thing about the ambassador program with the NFL going over to London and now in Germany playing and sometime in Mexico, it just brings the game a complete fullness of people embracing the game of football. And I'll never forget this. When we were playing the game, we always had a person from Germany, we had a person from London, we had a person from Spain that was on our teams, and they was what they call the ambassador players. And after each season, they would go back and they would teach other people that live in their cities the game of football, NFL football, professional football. Did you know that?
Yeah, I knew that. And then that's what they do in the Canadian League. They bring somebody from Germany. They have a German player that's really good.
Yeah.
Jason, nobody's worried about it. The Vikings are going to lose to Buffalo this week anyway. So.
Hey, you know, they should have lost last week, to be honest with you, Jason.
Yeah, that's
but
right.
You know, for some reason, Kirk Cousins winning that goal, that might be a lucky charm. He did. Jason, you just, man, take a deep breath, man, and let us talk about these other teams. We'll come back to the Vikings. The Vikings ain't doing that.
I don't want to hear about the Vikings.
Blowing that horn, messing up my ears. That weird noise that they making up there.
Oh man, big time.
Yeah.
Dude don't even know how to shave. He got that big old beard.
Yeah.
Man, come on.
Got that long hair.
I'll get you some artist shaving. Shave that stuff off. Come on, man.
Yeah, what's going on with you?
But who you got out of Seattle and Tampa Bay in Germany?
Oh, man. Yeah, I tell you what, Seattle look good. I just think, I don't know, Tampa Bay, though. Once Brady start winning, he can go on the road. Yeah, so I'm going with Tampa Bay.
I'm gonna go with Seattle. I think Geno Smith is just having one of those years.
Well, I think Geno Smith gonna be
yeah.
But you know what?
Yeah.
Every team that been over there in Europe and played over there this year, that traveling, we'll see whichever team can adjust to that schedule.
That's true.
With the traveling. So, but I'm going with Tampa because once they start winning, it's a different game.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
What?
Why I like Seattle? They got Tyler Lockett, they got DK Metcalf, and they got Kenneth Walker III. And all those guys are playing at a high level. And their defense, they're young.
Yeah.
But they play hard.
Yeah.
They play extremely hard. Now, that is a longer time flight for them than obviously from Tampa being in the East Coast.
Yeah.
But it's
and Tampa got some injuries on their secondary too. So
exactly. So I'm gonna go with Seattle.
I'm going with the Bucs. I'm going with the Bucs. I'm going with Tom Brady.
Yeah, okay. Write it down.
Tom Brady had over 100,000 yards total.
Yeah, but he's been the most sacked quarterback ever in NFL history.
Well, you got.
But if you play
Tom Brady's problem, man.
Think about this: if you played to 45 years old, I mean, think about that. You would have had the most catches ever in NFL history.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
1,000 yards.
Thousand. I think it's 1,000 some catches. I think Jerry Rice, and I know Tim Brown got 1,000. I think Chris Carter got over 1,000 catches. Those three guys got over 1,000 catches.
Yeah.
Geno Smith, comeback player of the year. I agree with that.
I would agree with that. That's
either Geno Smith or Daniel Jones.
Yeah, or Saquon Barkley.
I'll say Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, so you're right. But Minnesota at Buffalo.
I don't see Minnesota beating Buffalo. I think when Buffalo lose a game, seems like they just wake up and just
get mad.
And I'm telling you what, it's hard to win at Buffalo. I don't care who they playing. You go up there at Buffalo, you better have your game completely. You can't make no mistakes.
Yeah, it is. And obviously, the Bills played last week in the MetLife, and they didn't play well. So you're right. I'm going to go with and here's the interesting thing. It's Justin Jefferson against
Stephon
Diggs. So it's going to be see which was the better part of the trade.
That's it. That's so true. That was a big trade when Stephon was with the Vikings. That showed us that was the case. That was the ticket.
I think Buffalo has a little better defense than Minnesota at this point, so I'm gonna go with Buffalo.
Yeah, I agree.
Even if Josh Allen doesn't play, I told you about a case was at Keenum was at Houston when I was there. The kid's unbelievable. And everywhere he goes, nobody ever says it, but he wins. He won at Minnesota. He won at Cleveland. I mean,
he kind of like a Geno Smith. He been on the sideline and been with some teams, and he kind of know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Buffalo on that one.
I got me and you both going for Buffalo, but I'm going with the Bucs and you're going with Seattle, so we don't agree with that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Detroit at Chicago.
Oh man, Chicago for me.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Chicago, they leading the league in rushing.
Because of Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. But yeah,
he almost beat Miami. He almost beat Miami by itself.
By itself, yeah. And they playing at home, so I'm thinking that Detroit, they snuck a game in. Detroit done dropped off from scoring all these 31 points a game. The last 4 games, they probably averaging 12 points now.
And they got some injuries too.
Yeah. So I'm going.
I like Chicago too.
Okay, we're going with Chicago. Okay.
Here's an interesting one: Denver at Tennessee.
Denver at Tennessee. Man, I just think Tennessee gonna be hard to beat at home.
You think so?
Oh yeah,
They've been beat and they play down to their.
I'm going with the Titans. What you
play down to their opposition a lot of times.
So who you take? So you taking Denver?
No, I'm taking Tennessee, but
okay,
I'm not feeling good about that because they've lost a lot of games.
But you know what? You and I know if you got a good rushing offense, you got a better chance of winning 60% of the games.
Yeah,
I do believe that.
Yeah.
So we're taking Tennessee Titans. Denver I don't know about Denver.
Yeah.
It's something missing.
I would agree.
Yeah.
I would agree. Jacksonville at Kansas City.
Oh, man. My home is the month of December, a month of November, December, he don't hardly lose a game. At the latter part of the season, when he get his groove on, just like we did the other night, I'm going with Kansas City.
Yep. I am going to go with Kansas City. And like you said, he hardly loses a game in November.
So but you do have to give the Jaguars credit. They got a good running back now.
Travis Etienne.
Yeah, Etienne. And they've been hard to beat. They've been in a lot of games.
Yeah, they have.
They really a respectful team because of Doug Peterson and what he's doing. And it just goes to show you a little leadership twist here and there is obvious. Can get you back in the competition race.
I agree. Cleveland at Miami.
Gonna be a good game. For some reason, some came to me the other day saying Cleveland might start winning some of these games that they should have been winning. And I've been looking at their defense. I'm taking Cleveland.
Well, all that weather that's coming through right now, it'll be gone by that time because they got a big storm.
They got the Hurricane Nicole.
Yeah, Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
So that's coming. It's going to make it probably feel a little bit wet and stuff. But I still would think that Cleveland's got a heck of a running game.
Man, they got a heck of a running game.
But how do you stop Waddle and Tyreek Hill?
You don't. You just got to put up some points on offense.
And I don't think Cleveland can put up enough.
Well, I'm thinking Cleveland, if they can run Chubb now, I think if they can keep that ball and keep them off the field, that's how we gonna beat them.
Yeah, but I just don't think they can. Kareem Hunt and Chubbs will do good, but I think they air the ball out all the time. Cleveland. I mean,
and Tua, he's 6-0 when he's playing. He's 6-0, so he don't win every game he'll start this season. Yeah,
and we never know which Amari Cooper we're gonna get.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with Miami.
Okay, I'm going with the Browns.
Okay. Houston at New York.
No. You see my doctor suit. We're gonna doctor we're gonna doctor the Texans up. We're gonna put a whooping on them boys and get them back down here in that heat that they use. Hot, humid.
Yeah.
You know, they just won. Congratulations to the Houston Oilers. They just won the Major League, but the Houston Texans put a fork in them. I'm going with the Giants.
I'm going with the Giants. It's in New York. I'm going with the Giants. Here's an interesting one because these are two teams that are struggling.
Okay.
New Orleans at Pittsburgh.
You know what? You didn't know this. Mike Tomlinson have never beat the Saints.
What?
He have never beat the Saints.
Oh my God.
They put that graphic up today. I said, what? They said that's the only team in the NFL that he hadn't beat since he's been coaching.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So I'm going with the Saints.
I'm gonna have to go with the Saints too. I'm gonna have to go with the Saints. I didn't know that. I'm glad I heard that stat.
Yeah, they said it. They said on NFL News. I said, what? I couldn't believe it. They said Mike Tomlinson have never beat the Saints.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
wait.
good.
I'm going with Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And the reason I'm going with Pittsburgh is in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
And you got obviously they know Andy Dalton because he played at Cincinnati for so many years. So I'm gonna go with Pittsburgh.
Well, the Saints got to win this game. They for some reason Monday night they just didn't look like there was something missing with that team.
Yeah, so I'm gonna stay with it. I'm gonna go with
they ain't got no pass offense for sure.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
Not with Thompson out for the basically the year.
Yeah.
Michael Thomas, excuse me.
Yeah, Mike Thompson.
Here's going to be the game of the week because this is going to be a little bit of bad blood. Indianapolis at Las Vegas.
Yeah, already been some trash talking about this game.
Yeah.
But you know what?
They were awful.
The Raiders are the only team that's been up 17 points and then lost games.
Yeah. Now, the GM before the GM they have now, Mike, he used to be on NFL Network.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah, he played with me in New York.
Yeah, he was a safety.
Yeah, safety. Yeah.
Mayock, isn't it Mayock?
Yeah, Mike Mayock. Mike Mayock.
Yeah, but here's an interesting story, a side story on him. Guess who his roommate was at Boston College? His Boston was one involved in the point shaving.
I don't know who his roommate was.
That was it. He was involved in the point shaving at Arizona State.
Oh, the quarterback?
Yeah.
What?
No, not the quarterback, the basketball team.
Oh, the basketball team. That's right. Yeah, basketball team. Those guys.
Boston Mob, who started, yeah.
Wow.
Stephen Headache Smith.
What?
Yeah, Stephen. He was from Dallas, Stephen.
Yeah, Stephen was. Sure was.
From Dallas. Yeah. He was involved in the point shaving.
And my niece he's the father of my niece.
Really?
Yeah. And I swear.
He's a good guy.
My niece just turned 24. That's her dad. Her last name's Smith.
You're kidding me.
My niece's daughter, her name is Keena.
Wow.
Caleb Smith is that's her dad.
Yeah. He's a good guy. He used to play over in France.
And I never met him though. I never met him.
Yeah, he used to play a long time in France.
Wow.
But I'm gonna go with who do you go with this? I would go with Las Vegas, but I don't. Josh McDaniels, the players don't like him.
They don't like him?
No, they always Devontae Adams criticized him the week before.
What?
Darren Waller, they said his offense.
He was hurt though. He's been hurt all year.
Yeah, but they said his offense is too complicated.
Well, I'm going with the Ravens. I'm going with the Raiders.
Yeah, I'm going with the Raiders because I think Indianapolis, even with Jonathan Taylor, is in complete disarray. I don't know how they can get everything organized. And he's talking about he loves the players and everything. But like I said, he's going to have to make some difficult decisions. What if they're in a situation where they're on the 30-yard line and they're in 4th and 1? Do you go for it or do you kick the field goal? And they're down by 4. That's the decision you got to make.
I'm going for it.
I know you will, but what I'm saying is he's got to make those. And how is he going to prepare? Like, we've been around coaches that
he have to do around the clock studies and they got.
He ain't going to do that. He's not going to do that. I wouldn't foresee him doing it. What I'm saying basically is I'm not saying, but it's not right.
Jim Irsay said you don't need those analytics. He said these analytics that people are taking it to analytics too talking about it too much. He said he just needs coach.
Some point he's right, but I mean you got really good coaches out there.
Yeah,
that had the opportunity, and not just minorities, but other coaches that should have had it. I wouldn't have picked John Fox.
Reggie Wayne's on that staff, right?
Yeah. Gus Bradley's a tremendous coach.
Yeah.
And he's on that staff. I'm just saying, Reggie Wayne, but I mean, you take a guy who's been on ESPN and he's never sat in those rooms getting ready for a game.
He was a high school coach.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. So that's not really right.
Yeah.
And they might be just trying to get the first pick.
Well, that just goes to show you that these owners, man, they do what they want to do, and they don't have to bow down to nobody. You know, that's part of what they do.
That's true. That's true. Okay, the next game is Dallas at Green Bay.
Dallas, the sack leaders in the NFL. I'm about to go with the Cowboys.
The only thing that makes me a little afraid is Green Bay's running game. They haven't run the ball well this year. But Aaron Jones and I can't recall the name of the other running back. They're pretty good. And the only chance they have is to run the ball because their receiving core is beat up.
Yeah.
So if they can run the ball effectively, they got a chance. And I haven't looked at the weather. It's probably going to be pretty cold up there in Green
Oh,
Bay.
it's gonna be cold. That blue ice is getting ready to come over North America.
Yeah, because I'm going up to Canada and it's going to be really cold.
Yeah, you better take your coat up there, buddy.
Oh, I'm taking a bunch. I'm going to have not PJs, but
AJ Dillon. AJ Dillon is number 20.
AJ Dillon. Yeah. But I'm gonna be ready for that cold up in Canada. But
you played in Buffalo. You ought to be ready for the cold anyway.
Yeah, but this is a different kind of cold.
But you know what?
It's between North Dakota and Minnesota.
Take your long coat. That's all you need to do.
Shoot, Jackson got me and my son got me a coat. It's warm as heck. I'm gonna bring everything. Shoot, I'm gonna look like an Eskimo. I'm gonna be out there and woo.
But you'll be walking like this.
No, I'm gonna be going. Put on my gold chains and stuff.
Yeah, right. I hear you, Jim. I hear you.
But I'm going with Dallas on this.
You going with Dallas?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game.
Well, I know one thing. Mike McCarthy, he got to pay them back. So that's why I'm going. That's why I'm going with the Cowboys. Only because I met him this year. We talked, and I think he got something to prove to the whole Packer.
And he's proving it because everybody thought he'd be the first coach fired. Remember?
Yeah.
And this is a big game for him.
And they got a good coaching staff though. You know, they doing something the right thing. So I'm taking the Cowboys. Green Bay don't look. The Green Bay like the air a lot of. I mean, they pointing fingers at each other.
Yep, they sure are. Defense is getting on offense. You're right.
I mean, when the Giants beat them in London, you know, it was like I ain't never heard players complain.
They lost 5 in a row.
Yeah.
They started to look at where they're going fishing in the offseason now.
Yeah.
And then the receivers, those young receivers, are now saying, "Wait a minute, Aaron Rodgers has not been here through the OTAs." And he's going to show up, and now he's going to tell us we ain't doing our job. You should have been here in the offseason getting us ready. And I agree with him 100%.
Well, it's just a lot of chaos, man. You can't have that in football. It don't make sense. It don't mix with what you're trying to do when you're trying to win games.
Yeah, and Aaron Rodgers has a terrible, terrible contract. He can't retire. Because he'll kill him retiring.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He gonna get paid. He getting paid regardless.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with Dallas on that. Now we got Arizona at Los Angeles. The Los Angeles Rams.
Well, the Rams at home, they got to turn around something. What do you think? I think the Rams going.
Here's things that you don't know. First, Buda Baker's out.
Good.
And the other one is Byron Jones, I think it is. He's hamstring issues. He couldn't practice.
Byron Jones, ain't he with Miami?
Byron Jones, I can't remember his last name.
Oh, the other guy. Okay, yeah.
But also, Kyler Murray couldn't practice because he had some hamstring issues. But that's not the worst of it.
What's the rest?
Matthew Stafford on the other side is in concussion protocol.
Well, no, Matthew Stafford only lost one game against the Cardinals. He's 3-1 against the Cardinals.
If he plays.
Well, he only had 165 yards last week.
Yeah, if he plays.
And they it was 13-60 with the Tampa Bay Bucks, but the Rams, they only lost 5 games, so they still sitting pretty good. I'm going with the Rams.
You're going with the Rams over Kyler Murray.
The Cardinals don't let me down. I've been taking them for the last 2 or 3 weeks, and make me look like I don't know nothing about football. I just feel more. I feel more comfortable with the Rams because they playing at home, and Matthew Stafford have been winning 30, almost 40% of his games against them. So I'm going with them.
I am going with the Rams.
Okay.
I can't go with Kyler Murray. Although I think they might beat them.
Well, Kyler Murray he got a hamstring injury too, though.
The only reason I'm going with the Rams is because of Aaron Donald. Aaron Donald is going to go by Kyler Murray at the beginning of the game and pregame and go, and Kyler Murray going to fall down and he's going to keep falling down.
Yeah, he almost beat Tampa Bay by himself a couple of times.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
so kind of see that? That's why his hamstring hurt. He's a
well, he actually might pull that hamstring if you know Aaron. No, Donald's coming in there on it.
Yeah.
Dang.
So the next game is the Los Angeles Chargers against the San Francisco 49ers.
I'm taking the Chargers. I took the Chargers last week.
Really?
Yeah.
Here's an interesting thing.
Because that defense is tightening up on the Chargers.
The Bosa brothers are closing in as brothers, getting 100 sacks combined, over 100 sacks. They're not there yet, but the Bosa brothers. But I'm going to go with San Francisco because Debo Sanders is back.
You like San Francisco anyway. I know you're going to. I was going to write that down anyway before you even open your mouth.
Debo Sanders and you got Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, they say Chris McCaffrey is learning the plays now, so Chris McCaffrey has always been one of my favorites. I'm telling you.
Yeah, so you're going with Chargers. I'm going with the 49ers.
Yeah, I got you down to 49ers.
Yeah, and then you got Brandon Ayuk. I like some Brandon Ayuk. Arizona State, Sun Devil Nation.
The Sun Devil.
The nation. The
Sun Devil. Do he have that fork in his hand?
The pitchfork. Yeah.
Do he have
pitchfork?
So you know what? You know what happens when your hand is empty? Don't do nothing. I don't think the Sun Devil or that whoever.
I'm not gonna laugh at you.
So I'm telling you that the Chargers defense, Mac and those guys, it's gonna be the Mac attack.
Marcus Ryan, their defensive coordinator, is gonna be a head coach somewhere next year.
But we got to wait till next year to see that.
But the 49ers are gonna win this.
But look, Aaron, the little running back, Aaron, what's his name? Number
Austin. No, it is Austin.
Yeah, Austin Aaron or something like that.
Yeah.
That looks like a warming up.
Eckler.
Heckler. He warming up. That looks like what he's doing. So you better put your hat on.
He is strong.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm telling you.
It's season. This week.
Are you sure you want the Chargers? They have
no with the Chargers.
You like them out of retirement.
Chargers gonna be in the playoff. That's one of the things I predicted for the season.
Chargers gonna have a new coach next year.
I'm telling you, Chargers gonna surprise. They gonna have a lot of momentum going into the second half of the season. Week 10, baby. Week 10, you finna see some changes out here.
The 49ers gonna win this game. So.
All right, we got it down. I got it down right there.
Okay, here is a game that nobody's talking about. Washington at Philadelphia.
Monday Night Football?
Yep.
Man, this is going to be a good game.
Yeah, I do think it is. At Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, they done broke their record. They started out, the best they ever started out ever was 7-0.
Yeah.
They 8-0 now.
But it's not going to be easy.
It's not going to be easy.
But I'm going to go with Philadelphia.
I'll tell you what, the only reason why I have to go with Philadelphia because the quarterback situation with the Commandos is still up in the air.
But they like him and they follow him.
Yeah, I mean he been playing good. He's been playing good football.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna see. So I took them last week. They should have won at home last week.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? Monday night they do something to some of the teams. So I'm thinking that this might be one of those last play games where they kick a field goal with 1 second left on the clock. I'm gonna take the Commandos.
Okay.
You taking those Eagles?
Now. All right, Jason. Jason trying to get on my good side.
Go Bombers. Oh, yeah, Jason. Oh, yeah, Blue Bombers.
Big Jack going for that.
The Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
Huh?
The Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
That's right. He's going for that three-peat. If they win this week, they're in the Grey Cup again. And that's going to be it.
That's good. That's good cold football up there in Canada.
Ooh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'll be up there. But I have to get off a little bit out of football, and I got to see you because I have a trophy. You were in a golf tournament, and one of the guys that
Are you saying this with a sincere heart?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what happened? What happened? Tell me.
You won first place.
Okay.
You won first place. I'm not.
You got my trophy?
Your team won first place.
You got my trophy?
For you, yes.
Good.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm telling you.
I need to put it in my trophy collection.
Yeah.
I got a good trophy collection.
It'd be the first one there, so.
got a lot of golf trophies. Got a lot of golf trophies. I'm a man of some skills.
Oh my goodness.
Hey y'all, like 2 weeks ago, me and Jeff was at this golf tournament. We got rained out, so
yeah.
We were leaving the golf course. We were walking out together. And I stood down there and I saw these new clubs.
Oh, big time.
Jim got some new clubs.
Got some new ones and smacking the ball.
And I don't know if he can hit it or not.
Whatever.
I gotta see if we gonna put the dust off them babies. Them babies look new.
Man, I gotta get back out there.
I don't know. You can hit them new clubs. I don't know. You ready for them babies?
But I'm gonna start going back over to the driving range when the weather changes. Because every weekend it seems like it was raining or the courses were wet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go over to PGA America and work on my game because I got to be ready for next year.
I wish I could just highlight I demonstrated how Jim hit the ball about a month ago. I wish I could just show everybody that demonstration, man. Y'all would laugh. Yeah, he got some practice to do. You better go to the practice. You better go to my
clubs extended now. I got them long clubs. I'm ready.
Well, the first person I saw with those long clubs like that was Ed Tutah Jones. So that reminded me of the club that you had. They're pretty long. I want to see what you can do with them.
Oh, I got them now. I'm ready.
But you know what? I don't want you to throw them in the water nowhere. So you better
no. They're
too go to the golf course that don't have no water.
No, they're too expensive. I'm not throwing them in the water. I bring my old clubs for the water.
Okay, all right. I just want to make sure. Yeah, he got some new clubs, y'all. We gonna see what he gonna do.
Yeah, me and Jason are gonna go over to play golf at the place off in the Colony.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna play golf over there.
Are y'all playing at Saint something over there? Saint I?
No, just the little golf facility where you go and hit them off of there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the Colony there. It's right there off of it's right there by Frisco and Colony, kind of close by.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all not going to Top Golf?
Top Golf, yeah, and hit some balls.
Okay, Top Golf.
You're more than welcome to come and lose.
Y'all can't beat me.
You'll be.
I hit every net.
You're gonna be.
I'm a skilled player, man. I'm a skilled player.
Hey, it's almost time to go because you talking all this. And, I've seen you play.
I am a doctor. You see, I got my doctor robe on, scrubs. I got my scrubs on.
Oh my goodness.
I got my scrubs on because the Giants are playing some scrubs this week.
You better be careful because the Texans might come up and bite you.
Man, we gonna shave. We're gonna shave that head coach. We're gonna shave that beard off. Put him on back on that plane for 4 hours. Get him on back down here to Texas.
All right. We'll see. But hey, it's almost time to go. Been a great show. It went really fast. This hour went really fast. Man. But it's going to be a great week of football. Obviously, I'll be in Canada watching my son play. So if I can watch the games, I will. If I can't, oh well. I'm watching the most important game.
Hey, you tell Jackson I said hello, man, and tell him I'm proud of him. And man, tell him to get back to back Grey Cup.
Three-peat. That's what we're trying to do. So
that's hard to do. I don't care what nobody says. It's hard to do.
No doubt about it. So, but hey, thank you everybody for tuning in tonight. Jason, stay strong. Stay strong.
Go Vikes.
Go. Hey, everybody have a good evening, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right, we'll see you.